Hey guys, it's Tanner and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with some more iOS 16 features. Photos application, as you can see, hidden and recently deleted, has this little lock icon. And this is because when you try to click on one of these actual categories, you have to put in Face ID to actually see all of this stuff. And I can show you all this stuff because there's nothing in here. But yeah, this is a new feature in iOS 16 to keep all your stuff protected. For example, if one of your friends gets your phone and tries to go into your photos that are hidden or your photos that are recently deleted, now they can't do that without your face. So your face is more protected and your photos are more protected. Messages also gets a pretty huge update. For example, if I go into a text message and I say something I don't mean to, like I say hello with one of these, like very wrong, I say it. I push notify anyway. If I say this and I notice I made a mistake, for up to 15 minutes, I can go into this, I can edit this, I can go here and I can type what I meant to type, and I can edit this. And as you can see on my other phone, as you can see, if I go in and I go to the messages icon, it'll say on an iOS 15 device, on my backup iOS 15 device, it says edited and delivered. But if I'm not on iOS 15 on a device, it doesn't show that. I can also go in here, I can type something really random, I can send it, I'll see that I didn't mean to type it, like, what the heck? Anyway, for up to 15 minutes, again, I can push undo send, and it'll just go away. And again, if I'm on an iOS 15 device, I go here, it says, you unsent a message. So it says I unsent a message on my other phone. And again, this is only if you're on iOS 16 or later. Next, we got a huge update on the lock screen. So, as you know, if you go into here and you click on this, you can go into any of these. You can make a new lock screen. For example, I can go into here. And let's do one I haven't done. You have some Pride wallpapers, you have color wallpaper. Let's say I want to do the emojis wallpaper. Who would want to use this? Anyway, so you can go into the emoji wallpaper. You can see you can put, like, for example, the weather, and then you'll have the date up here. You can take the time and you can put this, or basically any of these. This is my favorite in my opinion. You can change the color, you can scroll across, you can go here and it gives you more color options. Like, for example, if I wanted to make this yellow because it looks pretty cool and you can see it better when you unlock your phone, you can do that. And then you can go here and then you have all these widgets. So if, for example, if I want to see my fitness on the lock screen, I can do this. I can tap out of it, I can go into my calendar, I can make this a widget. And then for the iPhone 10 and above, you know how you can't see the battery up here? Well, you can't see it right now. You can put the battery right here, and then tap out of it, push done, and then you can make that an actual lock screen. So, like I said, you can't see the battery. Like, they made it to where even on the iPhone 13, you can't see the battery unless you swipe up. Now you'll be able to see it on the lock screen. The wallpaper on the home screen has also gotten a big improvement. If I go into wallpaper and I click right here, as you can see, I have so many options. First of all, I can turn on the blur, which makes the blur go right there, or I can turn it off so you can see the wallpaper. So either you can see the wallpaper or you can turn it off. You can also put a different color for the wallpaper, like, for example, blue or yellow, I think this is. Or you can put an actual photo from your photo library. For example, a picture of a dog, like if you have a dog, you can put the picture of the dog, it'll update it, and then if you go to your home screen, it'll show that picture of the dog. If you ever wanted to unlock your phone landscape using Face ID, as you can see, now you can do that. As you can see, it's landscape, and then it lets you unlock it. Spotlight search also gets a huge update. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, it has a search icon. I can either click that to get to spotlight search, or I can scroll down to get to spotlight search. if you don't like spotlight search at the bottom, what you can do is you can go into your settings, you can go into home screen, and you can turn it off right here. And then as you can see, there is no spotlight search on the bottom. It's just back to normal like it was in iOS 15. So we have some major improvements to focus. As you know, they introduced focus where you can focus on what you need to, but we actually got a big update. So as you know, you can actually update the home screens, like if I go here. But what you can also do is you see where it says focus right there? You can actually link a focus to a certain actual wallpaper home screen. So you can customize this as much as you want. So say the focus for this wallpaper that I'm on right now is, for example, my work, or just I want to link do not disturb. I can push this, and then when I go in here, do not disturb is on. Let's try that again. So if I go to, for example, if I go to this one, I can push I can push focus, and I can say this one is recording a video, and then I click on it, I go to focus, and it says recording a video. So every time I am in this thing, I am in this lock screen, it'll have the focus mode recording a video on. This is really cool. So if you're at work and you need to focus on your work and all your notifications for work need to come in, you can set a specific focus for your work to put in all your notifications for work and bring in all your notifications for work and only show that so you can focus on your work instead of getting on any other application, like for example Twitter or any other social network app. It'll only show your work notifications. I also have some changes in Safari. So for example, if I push and hold on a tab, as you can see there is pin tab. I can push pin tab, and then if I go to the bottom, it shows the pin tab. I can just click on this, and for example, I was searching up a dog, and it'll just take me right to that pin tab. I can also share across devices. So if I go into my settings, and then we go down to Safari right here, if we go down, we can find share across devices. So we can share the settings for websites across all your devices, for all your devices on your Apple ID. So for example, if I go into here, so this is also on iOS 16. So if I go into the Safari, it should also show that tab, and I can also do the same thing on this tab. I can push pin tab, and like I said, this is on iOS 16 as well. I can just go right into it. So this is pretty cool if you want to share all your device settings throughout your devices. If you want to share your Safari settings throughout all your devices, this is a really cool feature to have. We have some improvements in the camera app. For example, if you have cinematic mode, you might notice a big difference because Apple in iOS 16 has actually improved this feature. They've improved the foreground of this feature in iOS 16. So if you record with cinematic mode on the iPhone 13 series, then you're going to notice a big improvement over iOS 15. We're in FaceTime. As you can see, you can actually hand off FaceTime calls to whoever you want to. So say for example, you're on your Mac and you need to hand off a call so you can just keep going with that call. You can do that now in iOS 16. It makes it a lot easier. So for example, if I'm in a call on this device and I bring in my iPhone 13, I can actually hand off the FaceTime call so I can keep talking to my friends, for example. So if I go into settings, I go into privacy and security, and then I go all the way down. You can see right here, the last option is developer mode. So if I click on developer mode, it actually says, if you're developing apps for Apple products, developer mode allows you to use features that are required for app development. When developer mode is turned on, your device security will be reduced. So I don't know if this is side loading on iOS, but I have no clue, but this is meant for developers when they're trying to develop apps. For the App Store settings, you can see there is a few more options. There's automatic downloads, and then there's a few more options in this. And there's some actual more accessibility changes, like for example, if you have an Apple Watch, you can actually mirror your Apple Watch to your iPhone, which was a feature that we were expecting because it was actually leaked that Apple was actually working on this. But it's pretty cool that you know that you can actually mirror your Apple Watch to your phone. Like, For example, if you can't see your Apple Watch, you can bring your Apple Watch close to your phone and actually see it on your phone, which is a pretty cool feature. So if I take a screenshot real quick, there's a new screenshot UI. So if I haptic press on the screenshot like this, it'll bring up new options, so I can push rename. And then if I want to rename this something like, for example, if I want to name it this, then I can push submit. And look, see, it named it exactly what I said. This is a pretty cool feature. And then there's also a quick note option. So in the actual weather application, there's some improvements in iOS 16. So if I click on this, as you can see, if I go to precipitation, it looks a little different at the bottom, like for the next hour or so. So as you can see, it shows the rain, and it has a cool animation as it's going through. So that's a little change in the weather. So if you guys want to see more coverage on iOS 16 and all the betas that come out and more new features in iOS 16, then drop a like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss any more new videos on iOS 16. I'll see you guys in the next video.